Hi. Sorry, I got caught up in some things and forgot what I was doing and where I was. How? Is there no music happening? What is happening without? There's no music happening. Music? Oh, it's in there. It's just quiet. Hi, Troy Chaplin in all caps. How are you?
Oh great, it's Troy Chaplin.
Is it slow? Well, I turned it down last time because I think it was a bit much for folks. Let me just see. Hold on, where are we here? We're at the end of the track, so we'll see. We'll see what comes up. Can you tell that my son likes horror movies? It's like all we listen to now is like horror movie theme songs. It's ridiculous. Bad Dude Court. Hello, you are fantastic, Troy. Fantastic. Okay. Well, you let me know if the audio balance is a bit off there. Ooh. Is my road mic a little hot? A little hot? I have to turn it down a little bit. Hello, check. Okay, you tell me if that's ripping your heads off. Quiet in terms of I thought it was playing on my smartphone across from Melissa's not supposed to be on this stream. It's quiet. Okay. Oh, all right. There we go. How's that music there? I need a mixing board. I need like dials and stuff. Okay, you tell me if it's you tell me. Now it's just audible? Weird. Okay. And we'll get that a little higher up. All right, you tell me what that is. It's a bit in my brain though. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna balance this a little bit. Sorry, I'm using my Rode mic, my other microphone, and there we go. Okay, we're gonna go there, and you let me know what's happening. All right. So today we're continuing along with our. This is actually quite loud in my head. I'm turn that down. We're continuing along with. I'm going to jump you with displaying post taxonomy in editor. Okay? What? First of all, I'm honored that you consider jumping me. What are we talking about? What is this? If you jump it, I'm going to jump you with displaying post taxonomy in editor. Okay. So what are you talking about? Can you give me some context? I'll let you type. It's a dummy block. It's there just a minute, the front end template. It doesn't have to be totally reactive. I'll take what I can get. I don't think I understand what you're trying to do. Okay. Basic front end meta component that it just shows author, a single taxonomy term, and post date. Okay. Okay, so you should be able to pull all of that stuff. Is this all related to a post? Oh, you just want to show this? You just want to show this in the editor, not on the front end, because doing this in the front end is fairly straightforward. It's just a dynamic block, right? So you were going to use server-side render, but that is so fiddly. It needs raw HTML string output. Is that the hook? Okay, so you just want to be able to show the term, right? So okay. All right. Let me back up. First of all, if you look in the Gutenberg WordPress chat, okay. Let me see if I can get that open. Hold on. You see what I have so far in terms of getting the author. So okay. Every time I open Discord. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so I don't want to show, I don't think I should show this on screen, but so, okay, use select, get, select author, get, yeah, okay. I swapped to the categories checkbox with an ACF so it can be a single term select. Okay, so you want to get, all right, hold on. Hold on. I don't even have my thing open here. All right, let's just see. Let's take a look here. I'm just gonna open up, where am I here? Not that one. Oh wait, maybe it was that one. Turn off styles. Okay, so just bear with me for a second here. And I want to show you guys something cool that Studio just released. PX. So we're gonna go create block. This is gonna be, what is this thing called? I'm gonna call it cross keys. And variance key dynamic. I'm just gonna create a dynamic block here. The data API docs are so obtuse I can't find any fun. Okay, so all right, let's unpack this. There's a lot of things to unpack here. Get term, right? Nope. It would probably be get entity record. It's probably what you're going to be wanting to retrieve there. So the hook's down here somewhere. So we're going to want to have use. Where's use? Oh, I think I'm in the wrong place. So you're probably going to want to use entity record. This is going to retrieve your taxonomy, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so what is this? This needs to go away. Okay, that needs to go away. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Everyone just chill out. Okay, cross keys. Okay, so in cross keys, we're going to open up edit, right? So in edit, let me just get this thing open here. So sorry. VDC testing. Start this. Can't post here. Okay. Oddly enough, I just had a PR come in. This, so I am not following in chat. What is happening there? Okay. So okay. So we're gonna open this. Go to my plugins. I'm going to deactivate this one. We're gonna activate. Oh, cross J keys. I spelled that wrong. Okay. So now we've got this thing happening. So I'm gonna add a post. Cross keys. I think that's what I called it. Cross keys. Okay, so we have this. So we're gonna save this. Okay, so there's nothing going on in here that's all that crazy. CD cross keys. We can do it again. Start. All right. Okay, that's gonna build. We're gonna hide this. I'm gonna open up the edit. So there's not anything going on in the edit. So what he gave me looks like this. I'm going to just copy and paste this in, right? So we're going to get props out of here. Nope. I wish to copy that. Drop it in there. Okay, so we can get rid of this now. And we're going to get rid of this. I should format that. It does. Okay, so we need to pull in a couple things. We need to use select. I hate all this stuff. Hate it all. Should just do like this. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, so then we need to import use select from WordPress data. Okay, so we're not using any props or anything on there. So if we rebuild this, I don't know what this is going to look like. We'll save this. Build groups. It just says loading. Well, okay, all right, that's fine. So what's loading? Okay, so we need the author object. So what we need to pull out of here is, okay, so I'm going to just, select editor. Okay, so okay. So what are you trying to retrieve. So you don't need to do this. You could, but you don't really need to. So the author object, is that actually a thing? Let's just see what we have going on in here. So, okay, so come on now. Come on now. So, oh, right. Okay, so we'll, okay, so object, authors undefined. Get, okay, so let's try doing this first. Let's try passing that. Okay, so I'm gonna so instead of caching that, I'm gonna do it this way. I just want to see what this spits out. Okay, so that's the author ID. So the problem, okay, so we have the author ID. So if we get the, if we just do, okay, so let's do this. We'll do const author ID is, okay, we'll do that, right? And then we're gonna get user, which should take, does get user, does it retrieve? I think it just takes an ID, right? Oop. What did I do? Oh, that. Okay, so then we're going to pass author ID to this. Again, I'm not gonna cache these selectors. I don't know if there's much benefit to it. Right, so we're just going to use core like this. I've actually never seen it done this way, and it's not that I think it's wrong, it's just I've never seen it done this way. Why is this not? Oh, I know why. Stand by. I know it's not doing what I want it to do, because I need this. I need my prettier reference. This is just because I'm a little bit anal about this stuff. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to use prettier config. Now this should clean it up. There we go. This looks like. Okay, so this is going to be author ID. This is going to be author object. So it's going to select from core the get user, the author ID. We're going to console log the author object. Right? So this should get us everything that we need. You probably already got here, but I'm just getting there. I'm just getting there on my own. It's undefined. Is it still undefined? Select core get user. Does core have? What does get user want? Maybe it needs something other than what I'm passing to it. So the problem that you're running into is that you're not getting the user object. Is that it? What are we calling here? Get user. I think we want to get. Oh, it's deprecated. Get users who. Oh, okay. So, what are we calling here? Get user. Is there a get user? Or is that can user? Get current user. Well, yeah, you could do that. You select. So what you're going to want to do there is you're going to want to. I think it's going to be. So you can do it with a different hook, but you want to do it inside the same. No, the user. Okay, so the user thing is working fine. Okay, so you want to use the use select. Okay, so it's const taxonomy is going to be not get. It's going to be get entity record, because you have it, right? So I gotta make sure that's on the right store. So let's get entity record that is on the core store, right? core data. Okay, so get an entity record is what you're going to need, because an entity is a data type. So we're going to get the singular get entity record. We're going to pass the kind, we're going to pass the name, and then the keys. So for example, I should be able to say the kind is going to be taxonomy, it's going to be category, and it's going to be 1. This is my example. So I think I should be able to get all the information from that by just passing. Oh, there it is. I'm just being a bit slow. I don't know why it's, oh, because the block, I don't know why it's being, what is happening here? Weird, man. So that's how you would retrieve that. Right? So if I go in my categories, I have block developer cookbook. That's actually the name of my category. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to basically retrieve that. And this is going to be whatever, this is the type of entity. So it could be post type, right? And then this is the actual sort of flavor of the entity kind, you know what I mean? And then this is the ID that you want. So you have to get that ID somehow, which you could get from post meta. You could do meta is not that. We're going to use entity prop. So you could do that, right, to get the meta, because you're storing that, right? And then actually, if it's an ACF, you're going to want to pull it off of ACF like this. So I don't have this set up, but this is going to control all of your meta, right? So use entity prop, which I don't actually remember where that is. It's probably in the core. Yeah, so you're gonna want to do that, and then you'll have access to this in here, right? Well, the other thing that you could do is you could do this from get current post attribute. I think you can retrieve meta that way as well. You might be able to do it this way, and then just go. This I don't know. We'll have to see if that works, which I can test right now because I don't have meta set up here, but this might work, right? But this is definitely going to get you all the meta associated. So it's going to be post type, it's going to be post, and then actually you can get all the content from in here. So props has the context field, right? You should be able to get, nope, oh, come on, Ryan. So you should be able to get context from props, right? And then inside of context, I'll just console log that. You should see, we'll get past the post type and the post ID, right? So if we go in here, we should see a bunch of stuff passed to us here. Man, this is slow. Oh, I think you have to, this is a custom block, right? So you're gonna have to, it's weird that, that's weird. You may have to define that you want to use context. I thought all blocks got passed as some basic context. So this is the object that gets passed to it. So there is, oh yeah, so context is empty. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have and block.json. So this is what we're going to want to do. So index, not in there. And block.json uses context. That's way too much context. So you're going to want to add this to your block.json. That's most likely what we're going to be doing here. So in your block.json, you're going to want to say uses context. You don't need the query ID, but you want the post ID and you want the post type. And then in here, you will have context available to you. Sorry, I'm jumping around a lot here. Just clear this. Some funky fresh stuff going on here, but if we look, so now we have post ID and post type. So what you can do is when you make your entity prop, you can say I want in context, we're going to have post ID. Oh, no, sorry, not equals. We're going to destructure that out. I'll show you a less tricksy way of doing it. It's essentially the, come on, stop with the. So you can pull context out, but then you can go just post type, post ID, right? And then you can pass the post type in here, and then use entity prop takes. You can pass the post ID, and I can't remember. Let's see this one. Is this? There we go. Okay. So then what you're going to do is this is the post type. This is the post type entity. This is the actual post type, and then we want to get the post ID. So we're going to make sure that we're only retrieving the meta for this particular post, right? So now we have the meta. So this is going to be whatever that is. So whatever your field is called, it's going to be like meta.acf category, ACF category, like whatever that is, and that should pull that in, right? So but you just want to display this, right? So it's going to need to be saved, which is a bit of a pain, right? It's going to be a bit of a pain that way. I mean, you can trigger, but basically, if you've already got the author ID, this is what you're going to need to get the entity stuff, right? But you can have it update live. You could potentially do that. You just have to react to the changes to it, right? There is a way to update ACF. You can do that with Gutenberg. Like we've done that in the past, and I can show you what I'm talking about here. No, GitHub. There we go. So in my Twitch, in here, plugins. I can't remember. Is it ACF? Is it this one? Where's ACF bindings? No, sorry, it's not. It's not the bindings. I'm trying to remember what we did it in here. We did do one. Maybe I'll do a search for ACF. Display meta. I think this might be the one. Yeah, so you could do it this way. There is a way to do it. It's complicated. It's definitely complicated to connect ACF to write to it and have it automatically update. What you could probably do is use some state to keep track of it, and then it'll get updated when it's saving. But that's a bit more complicated. I mean, it's completely doable. You could have a I'd have to see what you're doing, but basically this is the code that you want to get the entity that you're looking for, and this is the hook that you'll want to use. Let me just do this. Go hook to retrieve the ACF meta. All right, we can do this. There's another way to do this. Destructuring stuff, which cleans it up immensely. You can just do that, and then I don't know why that is trying to add that in there, right? So now we've got this. We're gonna pull that and get rid of this, right? You got it. And hooks always have to go at the top. So anytime you have a use, you want to put that above the render and all that. Did I break this? No, I did not. I did not break this. Cool. So you want me to plunk this in here? I'll put this. I'll put this in the. All right. Okay, I updated this code. Hey, no problem. Yeah, so to do what you want to do, I think, so the theory behind how I would approach dealing with ACF and wanting your block to update is I would have it retrieve things based on state. So what I would probably try to do is I would do something along like, I'd probably pull in import use state, right? You can do this from React, but you can also do it from here. So then you'll have a little like const. This is like temp category, right? And oh, sorry, and we'll call it use state, and you can set a value, whatever you want. In there, you can actually get it out of. Okay. Right, and then anytime, and then I have got to turn this off. This is driving me crazy. So then what you'll want to do, oh, actually this returns an array. So it's going to be update, oh, sorry, set temp category. If I can never type it. Now I need the AI for typing, right? So this is going to give you the value and a thing. Oh, that's not it. Where's the search? I had the search in here somewhere. Oh wait, no, it's in here. Sorry. In here. So this is kind of the thing that we're going to do. So where's these saving? Right. Well, what you're doing doesn't sound super complicated. You basically want to you want to know about the current post, right? So you can get the author and the meta. So that's the meta handled. You've already got the you've already got the author handled. The complicated part is displaying it, really. Like you've got, you'll have this, and then you'll need to display that somehow, right? I think it's just a matter of like picking the right data store things to get, and then responding to changes and doing things like that. Like this doesn't seem to be really working for me, but I need to, it depends on what the content our context is. So I don't think there's anything that you're like, there's not like a one-liner for it, that's for sure. That is definitely faux out. So let me know how it goes. Yeah, so I would store it in state, then I would introduce some kind of control somewhere where you can pick the category. And so like you can build that yourself. I think there might be a categories component that you can look at. Right, and then you can add type ahead, you can do all that stuff, so it'll do it. And then when you select it, it updates this temp category, and that's everything that gets, like this gets accessed in here, right? Come on, this will get accessed in here instead. And then what you'll need to do is something along these lines. You'll need to run this use effect something or other. Because you're gonna basically you're not gonna want to save the ACF field until you're like saving, and then when you hit save, you can tie into this part to check to see if things are saving, right? Edited, saved, all this stuff, and then you can run this. You could run this. I don't know what this is doing, but this use effect will basically run if it's saving changes. So when it's and then you're gonna hit the post ID with the post, and you're gonna add the data, and it's gonna add it to the thing. So there's that, right? Or you maybe what I don't know what ACF set types is. I have no idea. Oh, okay, so it's in state there. So anyhow, there's lots of stuff in there for you to play around with, but hopefully that'll get you moving forward, hopefully. All right, so what am I doing today? So, oh, right. I wanted to show you something cool. So Studio just has a new release. The release is 1.6. And with it comes the ability to use blueprints to generate sites, which I thought was very cool. So I'm going to show you that because I'm working on this one for the Block Developer Cookbook. So people can just install the stuff that they need and we can get up and get started. So you're going to hit Add Site. You can start from a blueprint. There are some pre-built ones that you can use. But I'm going to choose Blueprint File. And my blueprint file is right here. It is a blueprint file that I put together. And so what this is going to do, it's going to install a theme and activate it, basically. So we're going to hit continue. You can do all your settings. This is going to be a BDC blueprint. Blueprint test. You can use a custom domain, all that regular stuff. Good stuff. Good times. Hit add site. It's going to run and ask you to put in your password. So that's running, and what this is doing, this is a very simple blueprint, but this allows you to install plugins. It allows you to install themes, which is what I'm doing here, and you can even import content. So when this is all done here, right? So you can see I have my TT4 dark mode, which is the theme that my Block Developer Cookbook uses. If we go into admin, you can see we got it all in parents themes. See, so there's the dark mode theme that I added. There's no content or anything in there yet, but this is super powerful. So it's very easy for anyone to just like share a site configuration and any blueprint steps. So if you're not familiar with, blueprints are a playground thing. So if you're not familiar with how blueprints work, you should definitely go check it out in the documentation over here. We'll go to blueprints. And I love it. It's going to make my life a heck of a lot easier for doing like conference workshop setup, because I can just say, take this blueprint, install the site, it'll install all the plugins you need, it'll give you all the content that you need, it'll set everything up for you, and it's all pre-configured. It's very easy. So I'm pretty excited about it. Anyways, so that's something. So if you haven't played around with Playground, I would highly recommend going to check that out. So Studio is powered by Playground in behind the scenes, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Yep. Hopefully, that's what I'm sort of setting it up for. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, okay. So let's get out of here. All right, so what is this? I'm in the wrong thing. Gutenberg development. Okay, I'm going to switch over to Gutenberg, and we're going to start looking at this stuff that we've been working on. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to get iTerm open. And we're going to go in here. I'm going to grab copy path. Okay, so where are we? GST, we are on, okay, so I'm going to go git pull, make sure I have the latest of that. Cool, git check out trunk, I'm going to git pull that. And git check out, and git merge trunk. Cool, alright, so we're up to date. I'm going to do a run npm install. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so we can actually see, and I can't even see what's going on my own screen over there. I'm going to quit Discord. Don't need the resources. Quit Discord. All right, so that's running an npm install. So there's been some developments. Okay. So this comment from Riyadh is basically blocking us at this point, in the sense of like he wants to build it. So there's talk of a registration API, which is great. And is the correct way of doing it. So Aki and Miguel have been sort of back and forth on this. So we do have some like proof of concept and some work in progress stuff. Now we're getting awfully close to 6.9. So I don't know if this is going to make it because there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts that we just don't have done yet. So like we don't have width and height supports for block controls, which is a bummer. We don't have the API for fonts for icons. Aki has put this together. It's a rough PR, but it's got sort of the blessing of Miguel, which is really great. So, wait, is this the one? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff going on in here. It's not ready, but this is good. This is like good news for us. But in the meantime, there is a bunch of stuff in here that I think that I can probably just address, and we can get this thing moving because we need to. npm run dev. So my plan today is to get the build process running and wait forever for it to run. I'm just gonna put this here. Yeah, contribute. Well, yeah, we'll see. So we have to get these features landed. Like we have to get them like into Gutenberg, the plugin, by the 17th because they've released, because this next version that's going to be released. So there was a release candidate. Was it released? No, there was a version released yesterday, I believe. That is, and then so this next version is going to be the last one that gets into 6.9. So I think, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I want to be able to just have everything ready. So when that API is ready, we can just be like, okay, we're going to use the API. Let's do it. So yes. So yeah, half my day is going to be a workshop at Contributor Day. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So Aki has reviewed it, and it has shown me that I know nothing about contributing, like building blocks for core. I've built many blocks, but there's a lot of things that Aki is talking about that I don't understand. So let's look. Okay, cool. So he is saying the warning icon is deprecated, and we need to use caution filled instead. So this is in the icons. Block library, source, icons index. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna commit this. I'm just gonna commit these changes. And what's this? Okay, I don't. Ooh, okay. Is that gonna be? That's gonna be super annoying. Okay, what is this? Suggested changes. So removing. Okay, so it looks like I think that dimension control was something that we got rid of. Yes, this is the icon block. Okay, so we're going to commit this change.
Oh great, it's Philip.
Philip's here. Okay, and so what is this? So he's saying that experimental role has been stabilized. Perfect, so we will commit this suggestion. Wow, this is really slow. Is my internet super slow or something today? Everything looks like it's going. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my OBS stuff. All right, so let's see. So this has been stabilized, so we'll just commit that suggestion. Wait for that to go. Okay. Okay, so okay, he wants to remove that. He wants to remove that. Okay, so what is this? Can we just use the error messages from media upload component itself? Well, that sounds like a valid thing. So we'll submit that. There's just so many things that I'm like learning about, like all of this fun stuff, right? Like for example, accessible when disabled. I'm assuming that's just a prop. That is, well, it is a prop. So he's adding that in there, so hopefully that helps. So we'll submit that. Okay. Marco just tweeted something. Reaction. What's? Oh no. Oh. Okay, cool. All right, so did that not get committed? Okay, commit suggestion. It changes. Okay, so there's some things that we got to look at here. Okay, so let's look at something. So this. Hey yo, hey Liam, how's it going? We were just talking about ACF. Liam, I dropped in on your stream yesterday when you were. I think you. What was it? What game was it? Oh, I can't. I want to say Fortnite, but that's not it. Valorant, maybe. Yeah, Valorant. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I saw your stream, so I just dropped in, said hi. Well, followed, and then I had to take off, but I wanted to help you out there. Okay, cool. All right, so this is a question. Okay, so in the initial implementation, do we implement the custom icon modal? Personally, I feel this feature might be difficult for the average user. Okay, I think that this has been discussed, and the plan is to move it into a separate PR so we can iterate. And Riyadh did definitely talk about that. I'm gonna go find that. Where did he talk about that? Yeah. So this is where I'm just gonna copy this. He says that right here. I'd be fine with that. Where'd I put that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy smokes, GitHub is slow. Okay, so let's remove outermost. Okay, so he wants to remove that. So what do we got? Okay, so maybe we can start. There's a lot of pieces here. So let's get some of these. Let's get some of these pieces in here. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to pull that. Pull those changes. Gallery, so an icon. So the icon block, got the styles. So he wants to remove the outermost icon block. Okay, so we're gonna go. I think we need to. Oh yeah, all the rotation stuff needs to go too, right? Okay, so we're not doing any of the rotation stuff, so that can go away. Right? All that. Let's just get this working first. All that can go. Should we change? Okay, hold on. Okay, this is what I'm not sure about. I don't know what this experimental skip serialization property does. But then there's this save in the thing, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be okay. I don't think it's gonna be a static block anyway. So he wants to remove all the outermost. Maybe we don't. Oh, is he just saying this? Let's see. It's a good song. This doesn't seem good. What is happening here? Caution filled is not defined. Oh, maybe I need to import caution filled. That's probably part of the problem there. Ooh, what the deuce is all this? Okay, let's try this again. That looks a little better. How many blocks do I have here? Hold on. Oh, I have a couple. Let me get rid of all those. All right, I'm going to save this one. I want to see what the style is being output. So I think it should be icon container WP block icon, right? So in our styles, WP. I think that's what we need. I think that's going to be the class we want there, right? I think. So this is going to be block icon. So does it actually get any? I think it's being targeted. Man, build process is so slow with this. Expected. Is this... Oh, see? How slow that was? WP block icon, right? That's the class. There's a container. Okay. Oh yeah, damage plan. Damage plan was that was Dimebag's thing. It's pretty awesome. Okay. All right, I think that's what he was looking for. So we got rid of the outermost thing, so we'll deal with that. Okay, so we're gonna fix that. Okay, and then if you use it. So I'm gonna add this into the supports. Let's see what block supports has got in there. So block supports. So what does he have? He's got, let's see. So experimental border, he's got experimental script deserialization is true. He's got that in there, right? And then he's got spacing, margin, experimental default controls. don't know why we have. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these experimental default controls because I don't think we need them anymore. So we'll do that. Yeah, damage plan. I liked damage plan. I was very upset. I remember I kind of lost track of. Yeah, it sucked. I remember exactly where I was. I was watching TV. I was sitting in Toronto watching TV, and the news came on, and it was like Dimebag had been shot, and I was like, oh my god, it was very upsetting to me. All right, so I don't know what this is doing, so we're gonna see what we can do here. We're just gonna maybe add some padding. I don't know, add some padding. Is that actually doing anything? Let's see what happens here. Well, the color doesn't seem to be right. That's right there now. To see if the padding's actually doing anything. Where did width come from? Maybe that's the experimental stuff he was talking about. Hold on. Yeah, see, I'm a bit lost here with these controls. I'll save this. Yeah, this is running extremely slow today. Okay, so let's grab this. Oh, of course I just added the wrong ones there. So we'll get rid of that experimental selector. We'll add these experimental default controls. We'll put that in. So I think that was a better experience. I don't know. We'll see. Grab this. Grab this. So we've got. That's what's going on. Okay, so margin. And then, oh no, so not. So let's put a bunch of padding around the element. I think that was working with the other way, so we'll see what that's all about. I don't think the padding's working. It's being applied to the icon container, where it should be being applied to the block, I guess, right? Let me grab. Okay, so I think it's being applied to the wrong thing. I think that's what this, what he's talking about. Where am I? Here. I think we should need this kind of hack. So let's look at the save.js, because I think that's what I need to fix here. So this hack thing, right? So what if we just did this, printed icon, did that, and then we don't need that. And we'd get rid of this. See what happens there. I have to save this again. So this has got all the margin and everything, but the border stuff is not there. Right? It's got margin, padding. Okay, so that's all being applied to the icon block. The border's not being applied there. Why? This seems strange to have to do this, but let's try this. I have to figure that out. Because it looks like the padding's right, but it's like it's still like the size is not right, obviously, but that's it's a story for a different day. This is gonna probably yell at me. Block validation error? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You just keep being a block validation error, you idiot. Okay, so we got border back, but we don't have the color. Why do we have the color? I don't think we need this at all. So class name, icon classes. So we don't need this. Border props. Oh, I got it. Border props. Class name. So props attributes. What is this? Get border classes and styles. So we need border props. Can I just do the? Can I just do this? I don't know if I can do this. I was pulling it out earlier somewhere. I wasn't, but somebody was. Buffers to save. I can just do style, right? An object and go Oh, can I just add icon styles? Or maybe block props, that style. I don't know what the difference there is. This is where I need someone smarter than me to tell me what to do. Kevin! So I don't, okay, so we're getting the padding. We're not getting margin. Weird. Oh, have I set margin? I have set margin. So I should be getting margin. So what is happening? Oh. Where's this? Okay. So is this get more cost? Okay, so that actually gets pulled in from there. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna see what this is. This just wraps the div. I don't think we need that because we're trying to get rid of the extra wrapper, I believe that's what we're trying to do here. I don't think we need this anymore because we don't want the icon to container class to go anywhere. We want everything applied to the main doodad. Props that attributes. I don't. Okay, I want to see what's in here. Oh, okay. So the border props has border color, has that. Okay, so in the style, and border width. Okay, so block props. It's got margin padding. Okay, so the border props. That's why we're doing border props. That's styles, right? So border props. Where's border props? We've got class name and style. So I have to actually add the class name as well. Haha! So, we're gonna, don't think we, okay, so. Oh, come on, class name. We're gonna go like, we're gonna add border props dot class name. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Come on now, style. Okay, so this should get us the class name. This should get us the icon styles. Okay, so I'm just gonna piece through this to make sure things are going the way they're supposed to be going. Because we need the class name applied because it sees that there's a border, but it doesn't see the color because the class name handles that. I mean, I think. I don't really know what I'm talking about. So let's see. So we're gonna switch this over here. Oh, that's in more. Okay, you know what I'm going to want to do is Why do I need? I don't need this. I don't need this because it's already going to have all the styles. So I just need to add the border prop styles. I think. I don't really know though. Const test equals raw. Do that. Oh, console log test. All right, see what that does. Oh, got the class. That makes sense, but the width is wrong. Oh, is the width wrong? I think the width. Oh, yeah, the width is wrong. Okay, so I need to get the width. So where the deuce do I get the width from? Oh, style border width. Okay, so I have to add, so I got border prop styles. Style. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, it's still running. Craziness. Okay, I'm going to type cover and save that. Class name. Style. Margin. All these margins. Padding. Border width. 26%. Okay. How about that? Yes! Okay. That seems to be what we want. Okay, that seems to be what we want. So I think I can, so we're going to do the border props, right? I think we can get rid of all of this now, right? Because this is going to give us everything that we need. Now, the question is, do we need to do, can I do this in line? Is that a thing that I can do? Can I just do that? And then we can just get rid of this. Oh, no, I can't because I need the border props. Okay, so I'm going to pull the border props that way. Okay, so I think that fixed that problem. That's interesting. I learned a lot about that stuff too. So that comes from styles. So that's also how we're going to have to do like width and height and stuff, I think, too. So that's pretty cool. All right, so grab this. Let's just make sure that this still works. Put some margin. I'm going to pick a different color. We'll do the blue color. I'll make it super thick. Save it. And refresh this. Huzzah. And we'll make it 1 pixel. Because 1 pixel red. Oh, it's got to be red too. Because if it's not red, how else can we debug this properly? And if you're old enough to understand that reference, we can be friends. Well, we're all friends anyways. Is that? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so I think we've got that happening. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so we've got rid of that. So let's push up some of these changes. I'm going to say, oh, wait, hold on. I don't need this. I said that I was putting a red border around something to test it. Which is how I tested all my CSS back in the day. Import filled because I still do that. Yeah, I know. That's the correct way of debugging. Oh boy. Oh, command output. How could there be a... What we got going on here? Warning is defined but never used. No unused vars. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that. Warning's down here. We're getting rid of warning. Okay, so we're going to just commit that. I love these pre-commit checks. It's fantastic. Takes a long time. Things are running slow for me today. Haven't dropped any frames or anything, it doesn't look like, but everything looks okay. I'm just waiting for all of this to happen. Oh, that works. Okay, great. Okay, so let's do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to use this. We're going to say remove the need for an inner wrapper, and move all styles and classes to main div. So we'll do that, and we'll commit those two. Oh, come on now. Show command output. CSLX is never defined in save. Okay, so that's cool, because now we can get rid of one of our external dependencies. I'm going to just go ahead and on that. Not really an external dependency. It ships with Gutenberg, but okay. And let's okay, so we'll clean up CSS, remove out of div, and okay, so we'll do that. Boop, boop, ah. Oh wait, I think we need to look at this. Hold on, because this is referring to some, what is this? Transform. Once it ease out, transform rotate outermost icon block, transform rotate scale X. I don't think we need any of this stuff. Oh, do we need scale X? Okay, icon container doesn't exist anymore. We got rid of that. Wait. There is no icon color, right? We didn't pick the color, so I think we don't need this anymore. I don't think we need half this stuff. Has border color. Why? I don't think we need any of that. Let's inspect the SVG, and it doesn't seem to be getting. What's it supposed to be getting here? Width 100% transition. So WP block might get what block icon. That's the class we want right there, right? Has border color. This doesn't seem to be getting applied, which I find strange. So inherited from body, I don't see any. Gotta check something here. I'm gonna look in the image and see if there's style that says that. So how does this target this block image? Weird. Okay. So I don't think those styles are getting applied, but I don't know why they wouldn't be, because this is maybe the CSS not getting. Maybe I wonder if it's not being loaded or something in this style.css. No, it's there. Okay, it's getting loaded. I don't know. Okay, well I mean, things seem to be looking okay. This is an SVG, is it not? Oh, icon container. Okay, so edit, I think we need to get rid of the icon container. I don't think we need that at all. In the save, we're just passing the, okay. I think we need to do the same thing because we still have this icon classes. Where is icon classes being pulled? So this is, okay. So we don't need that, but we do need the border. Okay, so we just basically need to pull the same information like this, border props, the edits. So we're already getting border props, which is right there. We don't need the classes. We don't need this, right? We don't need that. And then this block margin thing, we don't need, right? We don't need that. So the icon markup is going to be this, or it's going to be icon classes doesn't exist. Icon styles. So we're just going to do the same thing. We just need to add the border stuff, right? So we just should be able to just do something similar here. Some block props, we should just be able to pass that. And we shouldn't need this at all, right? You just return printed icon. Icon styles we don't need. Block props we don't need, right? I think that might be style block margin. Okay, so the block margin's already going to get applied to this, right? Let's check. No idea what this is going to do. Oh, got a little error there. Block margin is not defined. Okay, so I need 368. Maybe the build didn't complete yet. Yeah, it's not even registered in here. Let's see where that error fired. Yeah, that's not even there. That's not even there, man. It's not even there. Still. Oop. That's not very helpful. Oh, okay. What is the error it's yelling at me about? Objects are not, oh, can I just... Do I need to do that? Can't remember what was in there before. I don't think I'm fixing that error properly. Excuse me. Okay, that's going to work. I wanted to mention this because actually when, if you go into WP config and you set, there we go. So we can settle, so that error is not very helpful. So I'm going to just put in some WordPress debug stuff that I have here. And probably the one that is really helpful is script debug. So if I reproduce that error again, if I come back to here, and wherever I put that, right here, and I just get rid of this stuff, so that was causing an error of some form. We should see a much better error handling here, rather than that sort of obfuscated link, you know. See, there we go. So now we don't have that really bad error message in there that we have to click out, right? So now, so if we were to turn this script debug to false and refresh this page, we'll get a link out again, the minified error, which is not helpful at all to us. See, so this is not helpful. So always set this to true, and then if you're like me, you get all kinds of messages about your crappy coding skills. Script debug true. For those who know, I don't remember. All right, so I don't know why it's doing that. So it's going to return this. So printed icon. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So we're going to wrap that inside of a fragment just in case we need it. So yeah. So anyways, so now let's refresh this. The error should go away, and if I select this now, the inner icon should be gone. So there's the, holy God, where is the, so that's the SVG. And so data block, class, block it, no, there should be another, where'd it go? Where did it go? So it's just wrapping this in the, is selected as border icon block. Okay, so all the stuff is in here, and all this should still work, and it does. Okay, so we're not wrapping in the internal thing anymore, right? That's not really much in the way of margins there anyhow. That's working. Border's working. Save that. Just make sure it still works. Ha! Done. Okay, cool. So that's good. That's good. So now we're gonna just, what is this? So we'll just add this and say remove the icon container class from edit, update, remove more unused CSS. Unused styles. Oh my God. Yes, period. Okay, so we're going to commit this, wait for it to come back and tell us that, yeah, I did something wrong, or I'm missing something, or I forgot something. I don't know. We're just going to see. We're just going to see what happens. Is anyone going to WordCamp Canada besides myself and Troy in the chat? Anyone else? Anyone gonna come hang out with us? No, it just went. Look at that. So I'm gonna sync those changes. Push them all up there. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of this. So let's see, where are we now? Okay, so we've done that. We've removed this. Okay, removed. I'm gonna say that's done. Comment, and we're gonna resolve that conversation. Okay, this should be, man, GitHub is running slow. Okay, where are we here? So that's resolved. This I need to work with. Done. Comment. I'll resolve that conversation. That's something I'm not going to resolve yet. Okay, let's see what else we got. So that's one more thing from Aki. Okay, what is it? Serialization skip is not supported, but the ARIA label block supports exists. So let's try to add that. I didn't know that existed. Okay, so ARIA label true. Okay, so we're going to add this to our block supports. So in our block supports, we're going to say ARIA label true. I'm just going to see what that happened, what that brings to the table. Okay, that's what we're going to do here. Too much soccer in the fall. I have to divide and conquer with the kids. I even renewed my passport this summer in prep. Oh man, that's a bummer. Well, I feel your pain. We are going on a family vacation at the beginning of November that I just had to cut short by a couple of days because we have a volleyball tournament and my son's first hockey game on the 8th, like the day that we would have been there. So there's that. So I feel your pain. So we're going from a beach in the Cayman Islands to freezing cold here in Muskoka. That's okay though. Where would I find the label? Where would I find this label? How do we enable it? So I got ARIA label true, right? So let's see. Don't understand. Okay. I'm going to find another block that has ARIA label true. Deprecated parser test. This is a test. So, what? I don't understand this works. ARIA label lets you define an accessible label for elements. This property allows enabling the definition of an ARIA label for the block without exposing a UI field. Okay, that is not helpful. I don't understand what that means. Because, like, so it's not user defined? Nice. Looking forward to it. I'll talk to you soon in person, my friend. So I don't see any sort of like ARIA label being ARIA hidden. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, man, I'll see you in person very soon. Okay, so I don't understand how that works or why that's not working or what's supposed to happen here. So ARIA label is set to true, right? So we have this label, we can get rid of that, I guess. And the selector is not going to be... Okay, I think I still have some things I have to get rid of for that selector thing, so that's not it. Okay, so this is done. And there was something else. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I have to get my talks in. Did you buy one, Kev? Are you going? Oh, it is? There's not a dedicated Gutenberg Discord. Not for... No, if you want to talk Gutenberg, you have to be in WordPress Slack. Yeah, there's not a Discord for it. Or make Slack or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Is this so you can ask for help? Because there is an outreach channel in there for this particular setup. Well, there's a core editor room, but there's also an outreach room. It depends on what you're looking for there, Crosskeys. If you want, like if you're looking for help, then there's an outreach channel that you can drop questions into that's monitored by myself and a bunch of other people. But there's a core editor room, like a channel in there one. Yeah, so if you go into, not that, if you go into the WordPress, making WordPress Slack, which is, oh, whatever, cancel. There's an outreach channel. No, God, that's why I'm here, man. It's not a problem at all. The outreach channel is perfect for any type of questions, any type of help. A lot of times, if you end up in the core editor room, they'll tell you it's not really a room for like support style questions, because it's more about like developing the block or the block editor. But that's what outreach is for. So if you're in there, drop questions in because there's lots of people in that room. Yeah. Anyways, that's where I would go. Okay, well it's 12 o'clock. I think we made some decent progress. I never get as far as I want to with this, but it's so we're doing some of the stuff. One thing I do want to check though is that the icon selector is not. It's no longer icon container. I wonder what happens now. I probably just broke it. If I broke it, okay. If I replace this and I replace it, oh, there we go. We passed undefined. Okay, so it's not a thing. So I'm going to just go source HTML. The selector is going to be. We have to see. Okay, so I broke it. Ah! So I have to change the selector because I'm just going to do. So it'll be, I'm just going to go like SVG. I think that's what we want, SVG. If you post them in my Discord, I will get to them. I apologize. I started that Discord with grand hopes and dreams, and I have like basically neglected it. So, sorry. But I will do what I can to answer those questions on there. The other WordPress one, I'm in there a little bit, but it's a little bit exhausting. Some of the toxicity of some of those folks. You know who I'm talking about. It gets a bit much. So I guess the question is, what was it doing before? It was wrapped in a div? Oh, it's going to be just like... it's going to be... it's going to be the icon block. I think that's what we need. Content, right? So the icon block. Oh, you should absolutely go there. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Wanma is phenomenal. He's a really smart dude. He's one of my fellow DevRels at Automatic. He's fantastic. Well, it's too bad. What if there's a virtual option? Save this. So let's see if I can replace it. Ah, still. Okay, let's put a new icon block in. Can't really leave this in a broken state, can I? So I'm gonna icon library. I'm gonna choose that symbol. That works. Save. I grab this now and I replace it, and it breaks. It breaks. Why does it break? Why does it break? I think it breaks. Components. Is it the quick insert? No. Quick insert maybe. I need to look at the toolbar. This is going to be replace. Okay, so the toolbar button is going to be replace text. So where's the on toggle for that? Oh no. Okay. Oh, it's the content. Okay. Browse icons at 10. So inserted modal. Okay, so what is this? So the error that I'm getting is, what is the error that I'm getting? The argument must be a racked element be passed undefined. So where can I track that down? don't know if this is necessarily what it is. If that's necessarily the problem. Let's try again. All right, let me. If I put icon container in there and I put icon container back, maybe I'll try that. Okay, I'm going to put that back in there and see if that's the issue. All right. So I'm just putting the class back. So there should, hopefully, when I refresh this, there should be a class name on there of holy crap, what is, oh my god, it's so slow today. So slow today. So let's get icon containers in there. Okay, so let's place it, browse, nope. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm gonna just put this back to class. Put it back to class name. I'm gonna do. What is this? There's a weird error there. Hold on. Getting an error there. Something was. Okay, so I removed the edit thing because it was apparently not a thing that actually exists. Okay, I wonder if that has something to do with it. I don't think so, but let's check. Ah! So that seemed to be the issue, that the edit component, it was yelling at me. It was saying this edit component didn't exist. So that would explain why it's returning undefined. Okay, so I don't think, okay, so let's just see if this works now. So if we replace this, browse the thing, I'm gonna capture video, it seems to work fine. Okay, so we're gonna, oh good, so we fixed it. Now let me just double check my block JSON. This icon container doesn't exist anymore. So if I just get rid of that, what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do, man? Well, Crosskeys, I would imagine Wamba will be more than happy to share his notes with you. Like he seems to be a thing. So what? So does this still have the class on it? Shouldn't. No, it doesn't. So if I just do like VP block icon. So I don't know why it's being able to pull a selector that's not actually there. There's no class on that. Weird. Let's try again. Reload site. I have a confession to make. I never use this ever. Like I never use this kind of approach to blocks. I don't build less static blocks either though. So there is that. Place, custom library. Let's do the calendar. Let's hit save. Let's refresh this. Holy smokes. Is this Studio that's running so slow today? All right, that seems to work. No errors. Okay, great. So let me just push that up. Okay, remove, change, selector to root class for icon attribute, remove, edit, icon that was causing inserter to crash. All right, let's put those in there and commit that. Oh, okay. Show command output. What's the problem? Oh, the docs. The docs. Okay, I'm going to do this. npm run docs build. So the reason that that's happening is because we've changed some attributes in the icon block. I believe that is the issue. And so when you change, oh, and the supports too. So whenever you change attributes for the block, like whenever you change block JSON, you usually have to run the docs update, especially if you're removing or changing attributes and whatnot. Oh, you know what? Before I change that, should I get rid of this label? I wonder if I should get rid of this ARIA label. Oh, wait. Stand by. Okay. I don't know why that's not set to true. Should be set to true. So ARIA label set to true. What are the changes here? Oh. So slow. Supports, yeah, align, anchor, interactivity, client navigation, ARIA label, HTML. So that's where that's changed. So I should be able to add this now. Is it still running? Holy crap. And I can run the commit. We'll see. So that's built. Let's go into here. Really slow today. So that's custom. These are different, and that's the label that needs to be added. So I don't really understand what the ARIA labels. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull the ARIA label out for now. Oh my god, it's still friggin' running. So what are you guys doing? So slow. What I got in there? How's Gutenberg? How's GitHub status running here? So it's just actions are degraded a little bit. All right, so that's fine. That's fine. I don't know what's happening here. Lord. How? What is happening? I'm going to commit that, and I'm going to revert all of these changes because that is weird. I didn't make any of these changes. Revert all that. Yeah, discard all 68 files. Okay, so I'm going to remove ARIA label. Remove ARIA label ARIA label true until I know how it works. Basically, that's what it is. And I'm gonna have to run the docs build again because I just removed the ARIA label that it no longer supports, so that's gonna yell at me. Sorry, my robot vacuum is pinging me. We bought a new one for Prime Day. It was like $600 on for $100, and now I know why. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. It's amazing how little you can get done in 2 hours, right? 2 hours. So I'm going to continue working on this, I think. Probably not this week. Next week, first half of Contributor Day, I will probably dive right into this. Why is this happening again? Why is this core block directory? So where are the changes? What the absolute... This is so weird. Like, what is happening here? Oh, is it reducing? There we go. I think it, yeah, there we go. Man, that is slow. Okay, so we're gonna add the core blocks, that's fine. And then we're gonna just commit that. Hopefully we don't get yelled at again. And then, oh, there we go. So I'm gonna sync those two changes. And then I'm just gonna comment back on what Aki was saying in here. I'm not sure how this block supports works. Okay, so okay, so this is the other thing that I should probably do. What is this? 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 Okay, so this has been resolved. So that's good. Okay, so this is outdated. What is in here? That's done. Okay, cool. I'm gonna resolve that. So the save should no longer have. What? Come on, where am I? Save shouldn't have two wrappers. It does not. Okay, I'm saying this has been resolved. Okay, so I'm going to just comment that, resolve this part of the conversation, and see if there's anything else I haven't really looked at. Okay, so there's a couple things that we still need to look at. One big one is Joe Dolson's comment here. There's a bunch of stuff to do with the ARIA label and all of that, so we need to make sure that this works. I'm pretty sure that I've already done. There's a lot of stuff in here that I need to address still, but I want to see what we're actually putting in before I dive into that too far. So this is the other thing that I have to do, is to do a separate PR that basically just gets rid of this custom icon thing for now. And we can do that. So this is the other piece that I just don't get right now. And then these folks are working on all of this stuff. The icon registration API. So it'd be very cool, because the idea is that my impression, if we read through, I think it's this one, the idea is that this will become a dynamic block, and it will just store a reference to the name of the icon that needs to be displayed. And so we will just pretty much have that happen, right? Right. So this is pretty cool. So anyways, so like, yeah, so hopefully this stuff can get rolled out in the next couple of days, and then I can work on it a bit on contributor day, and I might just have to I gotta push really hard. I'm gone all next week though, which is unfortunate. So I'm really hoping that I can push this hard, and maybe someone else can pick it up while I'm away, so we can get this over the finish line. But with that, I gotta get out of here. It's 12:30. I got a bunch of other stuff I gotta do. Don't tell Troy, but I'm still working on my slides for the talk next week. And but it's been fun as usual. Y'all are great. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Yeah. So just if you wanted to, here is the full PR for the icon block. Go and check it out, and let me know what you think, what you hate, what you love. And yeah, otherwise I'll see you. Oh, I won't be streaming next week because I am not here, but I'll be back the week after, and hopefully we'll have moved this where it needs to be gone. Gone. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways. All right. Bye everyone. You're all the best. Talk to you soon. Later.